boat's called Tapatya, sailing vessel, but Tapatya. It's a Benford-Dory, one of the smaller Benford-Dories, not the smallest of the range, but one of the smaller ones. Junk-rigged schooner. What else can I tell you about it? We know what Benford-Dories are, don't we? It's a plywood, hard chine construction, basically a monocoque hull, really. I say with the junk schooner rig and a small Volvo Penta, 10 to 15 oars engine. Can't remember the exact horse. Okay. Mine's officially the 31 foot 8. Although I have to say, when I put a tape measure on it, somehow from the bow tip of the bow roller back to the back of the aft coamings, it's about 34 in truth. but I didn't stretch it. I've built it to the dimensions that it's supposed to be, and yes. Before my wife and I, Karen and I, sailed for a couple of years, 2-3 years we sailed in the junk rig boat, and loved the simplicity of it. I'm a big fan of the rig, actually. I like them a lot. They're simple, easy to repair, low maintenance. I also like the way they don't stress the hull. You know, I've raced as well. I've done some, Bermuda rig racing, and everything's under tension, isn't it? And pulled down as tight as it can. And when you're sailing in the junk, it's all just sort of relaxed. You know, it's very little is pulled very tight. It's simple as boats go, you know. Obviously, it takes some thought. You know, I've only built small boats before this, so this is my first big boat. Biggest one before this was a 12-footer. Although I've built a canoe, that's probably, it doesn't matter. So first big one. So it takes some thought in that respect, but I do think they're, for people who haven't got much boat building experience, I think they're a good choice. I think they're as simple as a capable ocean-going boat comes. There are other designs that are equally simple, I feel, but the Benford is proven, isn't it? There's been several of them built and sold extensively. I've built stuff all my life. I'm no spring chicken, and I started off as a Rolls-Royce mechanic, and then moved on into, I did a qualification as an automotive engineer, then qualified as a school teacher to teach design and technology, as it was then. I don't know if it still is, if it still exists. Too expensive, I suspect. Then I've maintained country estates for rich people, and I've done all sorts of stuff. I built a yacht base I worked for a charter company, built the base, maintained yachts for them. I've done, I've just built and repaired things my whole life, basically speaking. So this, she doesn't do much. I don't mean to be unkind to her. And my son Kerry does a few bits. In fact, you don't see Kerry much in the videos, but he probably does more, in truth. Neither of them are there very often. They've both got their own lives, they're busy out and about. But they both help. We've got 2 daughters. Elizabeth, she's studying in England, so she's not here often. But even when she is here, she lends a hand on occasion. She bought, I struggle to pronounce the name, Alana Wally from Stephen and Sally. She bought it 2 years ago, I think now. 2 years ago now. Yeah, that's right. And last summer she cruised a bit in the Baltic with it on her own, single-handed, which I was very impressed with, to be honest. And she's about to go off again. She and I probably, the way things are looking, probably take it through she's based in the North Sea coast, and last year we took it through the Kiel Canal, and we'll do it again this year. And then she sets off from Kiel, and she's planning to go up around Denmark a bit. Yes, I read this question so, and didn't really conclude anything. Difficult things, I guess. Nothing's been truly difficult. You've got to keep going, so I suppose, but I've been happy to keep going, so it hasn't actually been difficult, but you have got to push yourself to get out there every day, or nearly every day at least. Obviously finance has got to be rustled up, and other than that, nothing as yet. I think the most difficult part will be, and I haven't got there yet, the lead keel. I have some trepidation about, in fact, I probably won't melt 1,200 kilos of lead in one go. It scares the living daylights out of me, to be honest with you. The hull is basically complete, so mainly speaking, the keel, the rudder's nearly finished, the masts and rig, and I intend to put a hard dodger on. So basically that, plus a few little finishing off bits, bit of wiring in the engine room, one or two small finishing, but those are the main things: masts, keel, hang the rudder, and actually rig it, of course, and the dodger. Plus the dodger's all integrated with the railing, so all of that sort of stuff. I haven't gone for very much. There are one or two bits still to fit, it's true. I have put a plotter in. I'm not sure it was necessary. I'm a bit two minds whether I should have done that or not, but I've done it, so you can see now. Then I haven't got the VHF in yet because I need to register the boat in order to get the VHF station license for it. And then I'll probably fit an AIS along with the VHF. But other than that, it won't be, that may, to some people, may sound like a lot of electronics already, but there won't be that much electronics anyhow. Depth, I haven't put a depth sounder in yet, or a transducer in yet, and probably will. We used a lead line last time, but I'll probably put a transducer in. Yeah, big plan. Well, of course, I've got an American friend, Scott, who says all plans are cast in jello, which I love that phrase. Yeah, so flexible, of course, but we will, if things go according to plan, we will do a shakedown cruise in the Baltic, Denmark, Sweden, and then we want to pull the mast out again, go through the French canals down to the Med and east, and that's as far as the plans go. Greece, Turkey. I do enjoy building. I really do enjoy building, and I say this is now, as I said, the first big boat, but I've built 3 small boats before this, and you know, I love building boats. So yeah, it's a great challenge. But I do like sailing as well. So 50-50, I'll say. And I don't think I'll build another one. I think this will be the last one.